Hi there. This video is to help you do Unit 5 in Focus on Grammar 4. Now, most of this is just a review. You've already done this. So first, let's look at making predictions. Remember, a prediction is a guess about something you think will happen in the future. So you can use either be going to, is going to, are going to, or will. So I'm going to be rich and famous one day. Probably not, but it's a prediction. Or I will be rich and famous one day. Okay, now if there's something you see right now that leads you to that prediction, then you just use be going to. Don't use will. So if I see my son and he's about to touch a dog, but the dog is going showing his teeth, I'm pretty certain my prediction is correct. So I would say the dog is going to bite you, not the dog will bite you. Okay, because there's something right now that I can see that makes me quite certain my prediction is right. Okay, now remember with plans, if you have plans with your friend or any kind of plan, these days we usually put our plans on our phones, like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to have lunch with my grandma. So we can use be going to or present progressive, so the be verbing. So I'm going to have lunch with my grandma tomorrow, or I'm having lunch with my grandma tomorrow. I'm going to get my haircut tomorrow, or I'm getting my haircut tomorrow. Okay. Now, in this book, they say you can use will for plans as well, but normally we don't. We usually will just use these. Will is usually used when we've just decided to do something. So if my friend is at my house and she says, I'm hot, then I would say I'll, for I will, turn on the air conditioner, because I just decided at that moment to turn it on. Prior to that, I wasn't going to turn it on. Okay, and then remember scheduled events. We can use the simple present. Now, we can use these others as well, but if it's a scheduled event where there's a schedule, right? It's written down somewhere, like a bus schedule, an airplane schedule, then we can use simple present. So if I have an airline ticket, I'm going to fly to Hawaii, I can look and say, oh, look, our flight leaves tomorrow at 1 o'clock, because that's a scheduled event. Okay, now I'm just going to turn this around and move in a little bit closer here, so hopefully you can see this. Okay, now future progressive. This is new. We don't use it a lot, but we do use it. So this is when we refer to an event that's going to take a while, not something that's just going to be quick, but something that's going to take a while in the future. So for instance, when I just talked about flying somewhere, that takes a few hours, right? So I can refer to what I will be doing in the future, and usually we will say at plus the time in the future, then the subject, and then we can use be going to or will, and then verbing. Will be. So for instance, I can say at this time tomorrow, I'll be driving to Calgary. Okay, so I'm referring to here in the future. I'm going to leave at 10 o'clock and I'll get there at around maybe 1:45, right? So at this time, right in here, I will be driving tomorrow. Okay, so don't phone me because I can't talk on my phone while I'm driving. Okay. Now, another thing is when we have future time clauses. So remember, we have one complete sentence with an incomplete sentence, or a dependent clause with an independent clause. In the main clause, in the complete sentence, we use the future, but in the other clause, we use the simple present. We don't say the future in both clauses. So I would say, I'll wash the dishes when I finish my homework. I wouldn't say when I will finish. Okay, so future's only in one clause. Simple present is in the other clause. Okay, I hope you enjoy doing this unit, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.